Hello everyone, it's 4 Extraordinaire here, back again with some more coverage for Aura History Untold, and this time I wanted to take a better look into the developers, Oxide Studios themselves, as this will be their second game they've been publishing, and look more at the individual details for Aura History Untold. That includes the developers talking about their game engine, and really just get into this short little interview the developers held over at the Xbox Games Extended Showcase. So in this sort of micro interview, because it was really in reality only 3 to 4 minutes long, the developers had a lot of topics to talk about. And one of those more interesting topics was shifting their previous game engine and adapting it to being turn-based with a 4X historical strategy game, because the last game they created was actually a real-time strategy game with no turn timers or limits. So that is something to consider. Also something to consider is the crunch time. They did not talk about that. They kind of joked about the short time frame to develop this game, but consider that it is still in pre-alpha and they have 12 months left to go. I'm not an expert on game development times either way, but that seems kind of like a lot for such a small team with Oxide Studios. I know there are some developers coming over from Civ 5, and with that, there is a lot of experience and kind of veterancy coming over to Oxide Games, but it still really worries me with the time frame. That is a lot for anyone, even if you are an experienced veteran, and I really hope that the developers are able to make ends meet here. Something that we got a better look at, though, was the terrain. I like that there is some varied terrain. I really like the size of the rivers, too, and the way the buildings kind of cluster around the city center. That said, again, I was kind of put off by the early classical and ancient era building styles. They looked a bit unfinished and unpolished and really cluttered. It kind of looks like a mishmash of different styles. So put me off a little bit, but I know, again, pre-alpha, so I'll keep my expectations kind of tempered here. And then again, they did have some really nice contemporary looking footage with the different windmills and the power plants and some of their modern cityscapes. So I think they do know what they're doing. But again, my only concern is the development time here. So again, we didn't really get too much coverage for that interview in particular, but I will be continuing my coverage of Aura History Untold. So when the next kind of piece of info drops, I will be on it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the help and support. We just reached 1,000 subscribers, and my previous video, Our History Untold, received 2.2 thousand views in a day, which is kind of a record for me. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. All right, peace.